Hey y'all, hey, we are back with part two of how these motherfucking kids almost destroyed my vacation. Okay? These kids be taking me through there, y'all. I'm sick of them. Listen, y'all, I don't care. If y'all don't have no kids, y'all got little kids, y'all thinking, oh, the kids. Look, these kids ain't shit. I'm gonna say the shit that you wanna say, but you can't say. Cause you scared to say it. Fuck them kids. They walking slow. You tell them to hurry up because you gotta be somewhere. You gotta go back to work. You're on a time crunch for something, y'all. What they do? Lift their eyebrows and walk the same speed they was walking from the beginning. I didn't tell you to lift your eyebrows. Lifting your eyebrows is not making you walk any faster. Put some pep in your step. Speed the fuck up. Then they looking at you like, can't you see I'm going faster? No, you're not going faster. I don't know if you feel like you're going faster in your brain, but I promise you, I think you started going slower. You started actually moving slower than you were before I told you to hurry the fuck up and come on. But anyway, y'all, let me focus because this is part two of why these kids almost messed up my vacation. I'm going to insert a picture. This was the first time that we went to Nissan when his brother did have to co-sign for him to get a car. His brother, he didn't want to. But anyway, you guys, let's get back to the story. So I left off where he had the rental, okay? They did give him a rental. But mind you, I had to take him to work and pick him up from work for a week before they gave him a rental. So after they gave him a rental, then I was like, okay, we good. So he got the rental. He only had the rental for like 3 days, and then we went to the car lot and he basically got him a brand new car. So it was a blessing in disguise. And my son is happy. My oldest son is happy because he didn't have to co-sign. He didn't have to co-sign for him this time. So I told him, while he had the rental, while you have the rental, because I didn't want to do this, y'all. I went with him the first time. I went with both of them the first time when they got that Nissan Sentra. And, I went, that's where I had bought my Jeep. Took them back over there. So, like, they know me over there. You know what I'm saying? They know me. Like, they know them, but they know that they mama don't play. Because they don't pull my credit. They know me. Like, they know what's going on. Like, yeah, she got her shit together. She trying to help her kids get their shit together. So we're going to give them a chance. And they have been working with us. So took them over there. First time, my oldest son had to co-sign. All that happened with the wreck. Thank God he had the insurance. They paid it off in full. So it is looking real good on their credit right now. He had the rental, right? I told him, while you have the rental, go to the car lot and go get you another car. Because I really just wanted him to see that he could do this by himself. I'm like, you got the job. You have good credit. I know he has good credit because I keep up with their credit score. I have put them on my credit cards just to help them with their credit. So I'm like, you got the credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't ever bought nothing off the lot before. My oldest son has. That's another story. Because that car is no longer. Yeah. They done messed up so many cars, y'all. They done been. I'm telling you. These kids, when they get that age to where they start driving and stuff, they be taking you through there. And especially boys. Because, boys like to showboat. They like to drive fast and show off and stuff like that. They be going through some cars, y'all. I got a story time on my members tab, I'm going to tell y'all about my oldest son and his first car. That video's coming out. Anyway, so I told, I wanted him to know that he could do this on his own. So I'm like, just, while you have the rental, before you take it back on your day off, go up there, get you a car. There's nothing, you don't have to worry about nothing. Go get you a car. If you have to get something, a older model, like a 2021 or something like that, then do that, but you got it. Don't worry about it. You got it. Get your car. So he's over there, he had been there for about an hour, and then he starts texting me. I'm like, okay, here we go. They're wanting him to have a cosigner. And I'm like, no, nobody's cosigning for you this time. They told y'all, see, because they made a deal with them when they went and got the first car, because my oldest son is getting another car too. So they said, let your brother co-sign for you. In like 5 or 6 months, you can refinance the car. Then he can come off the loan. Your brother can come off the loan. And then he can come back up here and get a car. Well, I mean, it didn't really happen like that because they didn't get to refinance the loan because the car got totaled. But they still paid the car off. So, I mean, they still are in good standing. So give him the car. Like, get him a car. Get him in a car. He does not need a cosigner. He has already been paying that other car note by himself. And the car that they put him in this time was a lower payment. So I'm like, if y'all are putting him in a car that has a lower payment, then why don't you think he can't do that if he was paying a higher payment before? They got him a car with a lower interest rate. Everything was just better this time. His brother was able to come off. He didn't have to co-sign for him. So, yeah. So, I told my son, I said, just stay calm. They want you to have a co-signer because of your age, but you don't necessarily have to have one. So, I'm basically coaching him through text message on what to say and how to act and everything. So basically, he's telling me it took them forever, y'all. He got there at 10 o'clock in the morning. They didn't get finished until 3. I did end up having to go down there. It took them was it 3? Not 3. 2. So from 10 a.m. to 2. I seen they was pulling this credit because I was getting an email, y'all. I'm telling you, I keep up with everything. I said, they better put you in a car because they're pulling your credit. They done pulled it twice, and it's a hard pull. So I'm like, I know they're going to put him in a car because they ain't had him there all day to not get him in a car. So then he says, I thought that Enterprise was going to come and pick up the rental. So since my oldest son was at home and he was exercising at the time, y'all, that's why he was out there looking crazy. He was out in the neighborhood. He exercises every day. He been seeing me exercise every day, y'all. And I have inspired him to exercise every day. I literally exercise every day. Not every day, but every day. 7 days a week, every single day. I've been exercising every day, y'all. And I've lost weight. I feel great. And yeah, just exercising, eating right. So he was actually out in the neighborhood exercising. I had to get in my car, scoop him up. That's why my oldest son was with me. So my oldest son basically took the, and I'm going to insert a video in a minute when we were there. Shout out to State Farm because they was on it. It was like every single day or every 2 days, it was motion happening. Like they was on it. They got the checkout. Like when it first went down, I heard him talking on the phone, put the lady on speaker. She was like, oh, this should be resolved by next week. I was like, damn, like, okay. I mean, they was on it, y'all. All is well. All is well. So now we are able to go on our vacation. I will not speak back to y'all until I get back home. I am unplugging. I'm not recording nothing. I'm not picking up my phone. Y'all, I need a break. Y'all don't understand. These kids been taking me through there. Do you hear me? Yeah, because I don't even be telling y'all all this stuff. But I'm going to start telling y'all some stuff, like, especially on my members tab. Like, when I'm doing them haircuts, we having story time, y'all. Because y'all just don't understand. I need to know, do y'all kids treat y'all like my kids treat me? They mean well, but y'all, they don't treat me right. They don't treat me right. I feel like I'm being mistreated, and I'm the best mama in the world. I'm the best mama in the world, y'all. What else I gotta tell y'all? So basically, got the car. So the car is really pretty, y'all. It's like a grayish. It's like a light gray with a hint of lavender. When I first seen it, I'm like, dang, what color is that? When we went in there to do all the paperwork and stuff, Jay is his name. You know, I done got to know Jay. I'm like, Jay, what color is that? And he said, oh, he got the white. He said he got the white color one. I said, that's not white. I said, that look like it's got some lavender in it. And he was like, yeah, it looked like it got a little tint of lavender. But it looks like it's got like a light lavender mixed with a light gray, mixed with maybe it's got some white in there. I don't really see no white, but he likes it. It is a Nissan. What's the smallest Nissans? They look like Sentras now. Sentras. Is that how you say it? A Sentra. Yeah, Sentra. That was my first car, a Nissan Sentra that they wrecked too. Like, you know, my oldest son wrecked it, and then we got it fixed, and then my youngest son blew up the motor because he ran it to the ground. He never got the oil changed on it. So yeah, they done went through so many cars, y'all. They done went through a lot of cars. Like, I'm done. I am done. That's why I didn't even go with him, because I'm like, I'm not helping him. I damn sure ain't put my name on nothing. Like, look, they are really understanding how important credit is. So he was very proud that he was able to, basically, he did it on his own with me coaching him over the phone. We did have to go up there to get the rental and stuff like that. But, yeah, he did it on his own. So that's what I wanted him to see. Like, when you have good credit, you can basically get what you want, because I do it all the time. I do it all the time. So, oh yeah, it's a Nissan Versa. That's what it is. But it's the size of and it's really big. It's bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside. So the Versas are like the Sentras now, and the Sentras are like the Altimas. And the Altimas are just basically, I guess, like the Altimas. But everything has basically been upgraded to the next level, if that makes sense. So that's it. Thank goodness, like, everything got situated before we got ready to leave, which is like in 2 days. So just right on time, because he just got his car, yesterday? Like, that was stressful, y'all. That was stressful. And of course, I'm so happy he didn't get hurt. You know, it's hard for me to be like, I'm glad you didn't get hurt, because nobody gave a fuck if we got hurt when we were young. So it's like, it took a lot for me to be like, don't worry, you know, at least you didn't get hurt. Because if that would have happened to us, our parents would have just been like, going the fuck off because we wrecked our car. If we had a car, see, back then they didn't even have to deal with that, because they didn't help us get a car. We didn't have a car. We didn't get a car until we was able to get it on our own. And by that time, we had already left our parents' house. So I don't know how we made it, y'all, but they wouldn't have made it. I wish we would go through one car. I wish we would wreck one car. That wasn't happening. We were in survival mode. We knew that we had to do everything that we had to do when we got that one car, because if we would have messed up that car, we wasn't getting another car. We had to do everything on our own. Didn't nobody teach us how to do nothing. Didn't nobody teach us about no damn credit. We didn't know nothing about no credit. We didn't have no Ubers and all that stuff. Like, no, we didn't get none of that. So I don't know how we survived, y'all, but usually somebody ends up with a car. And then you go start dating that person that has a car, and then y'all try to make it together, and then you try to get you a car. But, eventually things work out for you if you're trying to do what's right. You know what I mean? These kids just don't want to do what's right. They don't care. That's why they go through all these cars. Like, I don't even know how many cars my kids have been through. It's been a lot. And that was a brand new car that he totaled. That was a 2025 Nissan Sentra. So the only thing I was thinking is when they take it to the junkyard, somebody's going to be happy because they're going to be getting a new engine out of that thing. They're going to get a new transmission. Like, nothing was wrong with the inside of that car. And another thing, or the gut of the car. And another thing, these kids think everything is like supposed to be instant right now. We live in a microwave society. They don't understand that you have to work hard for these type of things. You have to work hard to build your credit. Things just don't happen to you overnight at the snap of a finger. They always trying to scheme, trying to make fast money. No, you don't. Work hard. Just go to work. When you go to work, you can save your money, and then you can buy nice things. You pay on those nice things on time, and your credit builds. It's not that hard. They don't want to work, y'all. They don't want to put in the work to make things easier on themselves. They feel like it's social media's fault. It's social media. You got all these schemers out here capping like they just balling with all this money on vacation every time you turn around, and they're getting all this fast money and cars and stuff like that. And a lot of it is fake. And now we have AI. So now we don't know what's real or what's fake. I'm telling y'all, AI is going to cause a lot of issues. But then again, I also blame the school system. Like, these kids go to school all these 12 years of their life, and they come out just as dumb as they were when they went in. Like, nothing teaches them what they need to know to survive in the real world. Like, that's the parents' job. We have to do that. We have to tell them the important things. But I wish they would teach that in school. I wish they would teach finance and how important it is to have a good credit score and stuff like that. Why don't they teach that? That's crazy. They teach stuff that does not even matter in the real world. And I know I sound harsh, y'all. I know I sound harsh talking about it was hard for me to tell my son that, I'm glad you didn't get hurt. But that's just the harsh truth, y'all. It was. Now, our parents didn't give us any cars or anything, and I wasn't raised in the traditional parent setting. But if we were driving one of our parents' cars and we wrecked one of our parents' cars, it wouldn't have been about us if we had gotten hurt. It would have been about, did you fuck up my car? Like, that's just how it was back in the day, y'all. Our parents didn't give a fuck about us. They didn't care about us. I don't know what happened with their childhood, but whatever happened with their childhood fucked them up to where they didn't give a fuck about us. They really didn't. And it rubbed off on me, but I had to know, like, I had more sense to know, like, okay, I am going to give a fuck about my kids. I'm not going to be like how my parents were, or how the situation that I was raised in was, where they just, you was just kids and you was just there and you couldn't say or speak or have a mind of your own. You just had to be out of sight, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be down in the basement somewhere. You just, you was just there, and you grew up on your own and you raised yourself and all that. Like, that look, that's the harsh, that's the harsh reality. That's just my harsh maybe it's different for other people, but that was my harsh reality. They didn't care about us. We was just there, raising ourselves, growing up, and ready to get the fuck on. Like, we was ready to leave. Like, we couldn't wait to get away from our parents. We couldn't wait to get out of our parents' house. You know, even the friends that I did have that was in a traditional household, they was ready to leave. Like, it was something wrong with our parents, y'all. It wasn't, you know, they didn't care about us. And now it's like, we as parents, we care about our children, and our children don't give a fuck about us. Our children treat us how our parents treated us. We're getting hit on every side. It's not fair. Check on your strong friends, y'all. Check on the ones that's always trying to make sure everyone's good. You know, check on them. They're not okay. They're not okay, I'm telling you. And then my youngest son has the nerve to say, when I have kids, I'm not going to treat my kids the way you treated me. And I'm looking at him like, the way I treated you? Like, y'all, my kids were spoiled. Do you understand me? My kids were spoiled. My kids have no idea how spoiled they were. Like, y'all need to grow the fuck up and get the hell up out of my house. It's time to go. I was running away from my parents' house because that's how bad it was. They don't understand that. Like, you still are in my house because it's a good environment. Like, there's nothing, y'all just don't know how good you have it. I think it's comical, but honestly, they're not going to get it until they do have kids on their own. And I'm praying that they will be married first, you know, or at least be engaged, getting ready to be married. They'll be established and everything before they have kids on their own, before they have any kids, because I be damn, I'm not raising no grandkids. I'm not, y'all. I raised my kids. Like, I was a stay-at-home mom for over 10 years. So that's why I'm sick of them. Like, that's all I've done my whole life. And it's like I'm still doing it. And they are 25 and 23. They need to get the fuck up out of my house. It's time for them to go. The video is over. Here is my final set. Here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is reminding me of like kind of like a spring / Mother's Day set look, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next one. I'll see you guys when I get back from vacation on June the 2nd. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next one. Oh yeah, I will be posting the video. Here it is right here. So this is the car that he got. It's pretty, y'all. It's like a lavender. It's like a little lavender color. I'm waiting on him to give his brother the keys for the rental. They gotta take the rental back. My oldest son on the phone with his dad, y'all, his sorry ass daddy. They both got the same daddy, but you know I gotta talk shit about his daddy because he get on my damn nerves. And y'all see I'm tired because I barely even showed the car. Look, I'm over it. But he look a hot mess right now because he just got off of work. So, you turn around and tell YouTube hi. Turn around and give YouTube a hi.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hi, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This is my rental. You know what I'm saying? My sister car over there, though. Just bought this car for my brother, though. It's not a rental. Cut that out. I was about to talk to my brother. made it. I'm a millionaire.
You see what I'm talking about when I say he played too much? Now, these are some videos of me being on the road at the crack of dawn, y'all, having to pick him up because he's like on a third shift. So, yeah, this was not fun. I had to take him to work and pick him up. Picking him up at the crack of dawn, having to wake up at like 3:15 in the morning. And I had to because his job is too far away for him to take an Uber back and forth to work. It would have been way too expensive. So luckily, they did total out his car because, y'all, after the first like 4 days, I was over it. I was cranky. I was cussing him out every day. So luckily, they did total his car out because had we had to wait, I would have been doing this for almost 2 months. It would have been an issue, y'all, because his mouth, I know his mouth. I would have been done put that boy on the side of the road. A 2-hour drive every day.